Okay, here you can see where I enter the math world that I created. And this is an overview. The beacon and the arch is where everybody spawns into when they first come in. And you can see that there's a number of questions already set up. There's little clusters. And so I'll take you around and see a few of the questions. So from this view, it's just kind of an overview of the whole property where I've set up questions, and I'll take you through the sections. So I'm just going to head down here. Okay, so as we move over here, you can see this is where everybody spawned into, and then there's a question right here, just a basic math question. So you can see people have left their answers. So simple math question, what is 734 plus 839? And they'll leave their math question. Granted, they could copy, but I think most of them worked it out. It was just kind of fun, and the ones wanted to get theirs in the quickest. And then as you work over here, there's different questions around making arrays with certain blocks demonstrating certain numbers. So maybe an array to demonstrate 12 or whatever it was here. Do an array to represent how you model the number 12. So they can do 2 by 6, 6 by 2, 1 by 12, 3 by 4. So I was just checking their knowledge with that and using a virtual manipulative. Here was what is 150.4 minus 63.7, and they just worked through the question. It's just a standard question. They don't have to show their work, but it was my first attempt to using Minecraft EDU and setting up my own world. Here they had to build towers to a certain volume, and this is actually above the standard, or what we're going to get to later, but build it with glass blocks with a surface area of 24. So that's a pretty complex kind of question for them, and so they could work through it, and they can do it in three-dimensional representation. So there's similar questions all around the area. I'm going to go up here, and you can see the last question when they got to the end was to go along with our social studies unit on colonization. They had to build a model of the Mayflower with certain proportions and put inside it areas for the animals and things that they would have had to bring across. So we did a simulation for colonization, and part of it was building the manifest for their ships. So they did that here in Minecraft. So let's kind of move over here. I let them play with this after a while. After we were done, they just like to go in there and do some more work on their ships, which was fine. But you can see they've got animals inside the little stalls in there, and they worked through that. So that's my first representation. Here they were digging holes that had a certain area, and so they could represent their knowledge in a 3D model. So because I made the world, I could control, I like saying that, I made the world. I can control what it, if it's daylight, 24 hours, so I turn off the clock and just keep it to 12 noon. I can control, whether there's animals in it. It's in creative mode, so it's not survival. So it was pretty easy to control. I will tell you it's important to set down what the norms are if you're going to be using Minecraft, just so that everybody's following the rules, because they're used to playing it in survival mode where they're attacking and shooting and stuff like that. So it's easy to turn off those things, and they can just sort of work through with what you give them in creative mode. So anyways, that was my first representation. I shared it with other staff members. They liked it, and the kids were amazed that I met them at their level and created something in a world that they could actually use Minecraft. So that's my first representation of using Minecraft EDU and creating my own world. Thanks for watching.